Well, in that vein, what would you do to build community support for any visions or plans that you come up with?
Well, I've been going door to door since May. 50,000 people are a lot to get to, and let me tell you, they're a lot. I've only got about half. I know Robin, I've met so far. I don't think the rest of you. I don't think I've met you from going door to door. So it is a big city to get to, but I feel that the residents are very engaged. They know what the problems are. They know what the solutions are too. When I go over these ideas with them, many times they say them before I do. The commercial district, walkability, the Oxford district talking about how a number of people told me they want an ice cream store to walk to. They want a bagel shop to be able to hang out at. They want something to go to. There's nothing to go to. So these ideas aren't my own. These are the residents speaking. So I think that type of grassroots approach is necessary. We need to get people engaged, and that's what Step It Up is doing, is getting the people engaged. Saying, okay, let's elect leaders based on what they stand for. Let's find out what their beliefs are, what their goals are for the city before we make a decision. And I think that's great, and that's what we need. We need more people like you guys and Step It Up. And that's one of the things that I'm willing to do, is I have been going door to door. I'm willing to keep going door to door and what we'll do is we'll target areas. I'm willing to do that, and I would like to see the city do that also. I think, we have city workers that could, and maybe their resume even calls a little bit for going door to door in the areas that maybe haven't contacted the city, saying we would like to, help to make things better. Maybe those areas are where we need to send out our community relations department and have them go out to those neighborhoods, go door to door, let them know about the block parties, let them know about getting involved in the city, the different commissions that they can take part in, things of the such, and to say, let's get involved. This is how we can really better the neighborhood. And once they start getting involved, once people get involved, they know what's best for the neighborhood. So they'll fight to bring it.
Okay, well, thanks. We're going to switch gears, and we're going to switch questioners.
Is it me?
We're gonna
Yes.
switch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Louis Paulus. I'm a lifelong resident, I
Great.
suppose.
Outstanding.
I'm going into my senior year at Cleveland Heights High School. I'm a fourth-generation student there, actually,
Wow.
and I'm the editor of the Black and Gold newspaper.
Outstanding.
That.
Is Mr. Skasny still the editor?
No,
No.
which is a long story.
Okay, okay, sorry.
That's another
sorry.
story.
He was the editor when I was there, so.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was for a while
Okay.
when I was there too. So I'm going to ask you some questions about the schools.
okay.
It's hard to dispute the interdependence of our public schools and city, yet close and supportive relationships are not a given. What do you think is the city government's role in relation to the Board of Education?
I think the city council needs to work more collaboratively with the Board of Education. Again, since I went through the Heights system, I'm a graduate. I'm a proud graduate. Again, I graduated in '95, which really doesn't feel that long ago. But as I say to a young man like you, you think, a long time ago. But so I'm a fairly recent graduate, 32 years old. I don't know if there's anyone running for city council that's younger than I, so I can pretty much say I'm the youngest
think so.
graduate of Heights. I might be the only graduate of Heights that's running for city council. I don't know. But we need to support our schools. Our public education system is good. I remember back when I went to school, I think a lot of the same problems that I hear about and then I read in the news or whatever are the same things that are brought up now, and they're not what's going on there. They're one incident here, an incident there, and of course, this is the way Heights is. And it wasn't that way when I went there, and it's not that way now. My friends have graduated, and most of my friends were Heights graduates, because that's where I went. And they're doctors, they're attorneys, they're accountants, they're they work in computer fields, they're small business owners. They're successful people. Heights gave them that education that prepared them to be successful adults. And that's what I believe is still going on there. I had a conversation with Lita Gonzalez a few weeks ago, and she was telling me some of the changes that have gone on Heights, and it's just great things. Like our AV department, I heard, is totally different than when I was there. It's just a bunch of TVs, it seemed like, and now they have, I guess, a green room or a blue room. They have amazing technology. They can do such outstanding, such neat things. I didn't know that. I didn't hear about that. We need to do a better job of getting the word out there of what's going on in our schools. There's a lot of positives going on that, for whatever reason, whether it's the media, I don't know, whether it's just not getting out there. And I do hear from people that have young children tell me, as I'm going door to door, that they're concerned. I was like, well, you know, what are the concerns? Well, I've heard things that aren't so good. And that's the problem. You heard things. Have you talked to, you know, your neighbor that their child goes there? Is that firsthand, or is it just you heard things? And I think most of it we'll find out is just heard things. Because anyone that goes there, you go there. It's not a scary place to go.
No.
It's a good place. It's you feel safe, you feel secure. You got great teachers there. Now I don't know that if I start throwing out names, like I said, Mr. Skasny, I don't know if there's, you know, if I start saying teachers' names, they might have retired. I don't know. I'm really feeling like it's been a long time ago, I guess, if I say that. But there was a lot of great things going on at Heights when I was there, and I know there's a lot of great things going on now. But we need to get the word out there. I think City Council, one thing that they could do is to have some type of recognition for individual student achievement as well as the school's achievements in general. There's, I think, only good things can come from council recognizing the positives that the school brings to Cleveland Heights in general. And to be quite blunt, if the schools aren't looked at as good places, as places where your child will get a quality education, where they will be prepared to go to college or onto trade school or to whatever, to be a productive part of society. If it's not looked upon that way, people aren't going to move to Cleveland Heights. And if people don't move to Cleveland Heights, well, the city's not going to do any good. So the city and the schools are certainly intermixed. You cannot separate the two. And if you try to, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face.
I don't know if anything to ask this next question.
I think, yeah, he answered the.
Just about how
Just-
the
I don't
city
think we should.
could
You don't-
support
Yeah.
schools as a community asset, but I think you,
We just answered it.
unless you
Yes.
want to
Yes.
go any further.
Yes.